Look at this. This is so cool. Do you know what this is? This is a kidney. Everybody knows this organ is the organ that helps you to pee, but it does so much more than that. Controls your blood pressure, controls the amount of electrolytes that are in your body. This little hat that's on the top here, that controls corticosteroids and cortisol and adrenaline. This small, intricate organ just does so much for your body. It's just so cool. Amazing what this little thing can do. Don't ask me why I have this. I don't know. Hey everybody, it's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel, Aaron RN. And today's topic is a little personal for me. This entire playlist series I'm gonna do about my journey as a living kidney donor. A little over a year ago, my brother went into kidney failure and was placed on dialysis. If you don't know what dialysis is they stick these tubes in your body like the Matrix and they filter your blood out and do the job essentially of your kidneys. The only treatment for renal failure is transplant. And the best bet for you to live and for you to accept the transplant is from a living donor. Gets pretty complicated, but that's the gist of it. So here's the journey from day one to all the way till, let's see how far we get because it's in the process and hopefully I can do it. Let's move on to day one. Okay, so step one, I literally just got this packet. I didn't actually literally just get it. I got it a while ago. I just haven't opened it, but I have to open it. A packet from Loma Linda Hospital from the Donor Attention Unit something. I don't remember what it said. Living donor team. This is literally the step one application packet. Like everything else that we do in this country or in life, it all begins with paperwork. So let's go into this and see what's in here and what they require of me. I'm gonna open it here. Am I really about to do an unboxing of a kidney donor application packet? Oh, YouTube. Okay, so in the packet first, I guess it's just Loma Linda University. It's the reminder of when my appointment is, which by the way is actually today. Probably should have opened this sooner. So the first thing in the packet is a consent form. Informed consent is very important for surgeries. This is not unique to this kidney donor application. Informed consent is standard procedure for all surgeries, elective surgeries, especially in this country. The informed consent basically was giving the surgeon and the facility written permission to perform the surgery and that you understand the risks and benefits and possible other treatments, or basically you understand everything about the surgery and that you are giving permission in a written form to perform the surgery. This is interesting. Consent for HIV antibody test. Guess you don't want to give anybody HIV or any communicable diseases while you are giving them their kidney or organ transplant. I'm sure this is going to be one of many blood tests and screenings that I'm going to do. But for now, this is part one. Another interesting topic, Medicare. So I guess this is interesting for Americans, but this is an expensive procedure. And this form is saying, I have been informed of the fact that if a transplant is not provided in a Medicare approved transplant center, it could affect the transplant recipient's ability to have his or her immunosuppressive drugs paid for under Medicare. So this topic is relevant to Americans. The surgery is expensive and so are drugs in this country. We typically associate Medicare with the elderly or retirees. And it's true, you have to be 65 years or older and on Social Security in order to typically qualify for Medicare. But there are two other exceptions that qualify you for Medicare regardless of age. The first one is you can have ALS with disability benefits, I believe. And the second one is actually kidney failure and on dialysis. Regardless of age, if you're on kidney failure and dialysis, the treatment is covered, and that includes the immunosuppressive drugs that all transplant recipients must take after receiving a transplant. Very expensive and covered under Medicare. This form's kind of cool. This is something interesting that I was going to talk about. Paired exchange. Paired exchange is a pretty interesting topic regarding this donation program. So if I'm for some reason not compatible with my brother and my kidney is not able to be transplanted into him, let's say there's another couple across the country where the donor and recipient are also incompatible, but I might be compatible with that recipient and their donor might be compatible with my recipient or my brother, then we can swap kidneys. Swap. Interesting. It's an interesting concept. That kind of speeds up the process and make sure that you don't have to wait for the exact match. Kind of helps it a little bit. Really cool. Paired kidney exchange. Oh, and on the bottom, there's actually another one. Mental health and substance abuse authorization. Hereby release any and all alcohol and drug abuse or psychiatric treatment records. What I've heard, a part of this process, in order to be a kidney donor, you must go through a psych and social work evaluation to see if you're sound to do this. Thought that was interesting. We'll follow up with that, see if I'm sound. I don't know what this is. It's kind of cool. The Scientific Registry of Transplant Recipients. Let's read about it. So this registry performs complex statistical analysis regarding organ transplantation in the United States. The website has detailed information about every solid organ transplant program: kidney, liver, pancreas, heart, lung, intestines. The information is updated twice yearly. One of the functions is to make complex information available to the public that's easy to understand. You can review information such as transplant volume, waitlist size, waitlist mortality, transplant rate, and post-transplant patient outcomes. I will be looking at this form very closely. There's a website. I'll link it down below. All right, that's it. I'm off to my appointment, but first screening appointment now. I'm gonna sign these forms, look them over, and make copies. Make copies. Make copies of everything you sign. So I was at that appointment at the Transplant Institute for many, many hours. It was 1.5 hours to get there, 1.5 hour drive back. I was there for about 3 or 4 hours doing different appointments. We did a basic physical. I did a psychosocial evaluation with a social worker. And I did 8 vials of blood that I gave. 8 tubes of blood. It did a lot of blood work on me. It took a long time. So I will follow up with what I did in the next video, which means you should subscribe. Please subscribe. Just press the button, subscribe if you want to know more about this process, but you'll have to hit subscribe to hear more about the next steps. Also hit the bell and the like button. In the next video, I'll talk about the results. I think I'm definitely going to make a video about the psychosocial aspect because I found it super, super interesting. Hit like, hit subscribe, stay notified, know when the next video is coming up, especially if you're interested in being a donor or just interested in the process. All right, everybody, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the unboxing video of the application packet for the living kidney donor. You can see it was shipped in this exquisite, beautiful envelope. As I turn it around to the back, you can see and notice the proprietary clasp we have here to keep the contents safe and secure. As we open the clasp, just notice that construction and the feel of that metal. It's such a perfect fit as it slides open and out of that hole. It's amazing. And inside we have just this exquisite paper with Loma Linda University at the top. Living kidney donor packet. This quality of the material and the weight to the paper is just amazing. It's definitely from Office Depot or
perhaps even Kinko's and FedEx